very special lady here today because it's her birthday. It's Linda's birthday. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Linda. Happy birthday to you. Hooray!
Hip hooray. Hip hooray.
All right, time to celebrate on Thursday. So, who want to go first to share the win for this week? Anna first.
I'm mouthful.
Aisha.
Oh, okay. You want me to go first? No. My wins.
Alicia. Alicia first and then Evie. Yeah.
Okay, my wins this week are that I don't know, Helen made me smile. I had two transactions, one of them is underway, and I have someone helping me back in Las Vegas while I'm on vacation, so that feels amazing. And I had help Elon at the booth at the farmers market on Saturday, and did really well. And my other win is just surviving these ladies.
Which is a hard enough task.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Who's next?
You.
No, it was Evie.
Okay.
Evie.
Okay. Bye.
I'm gonna get down.
So I can get close. Sorry about the angle.
Oh, sorry.
My win this week, well, coming to Bali is a great week, having a holiday, actually first time in a long time. Reconnecting with the sisters, which has been fun. We did some amazing work at the retreat. So I had a breakthrough with that. So that was awesome fun. Awesome. Yeah. Disconnected. Yep.
Just hold the.
Sorry guys, I disconnected it somehow. The other had a breakthrough which was really great. We did some oh god, I felt like a goddess. We were doing some crystal work and some clearing and all sorts of stuff in the pool, so which is really good. Feeling very empowered. I actually got to swim in the ocean, the Indian Ocean, after 30 years, going full circle, going back to where I actually went 8 years ago. And where Catherine's booked the retreat happened to be the same, not too far from the same spot I stay on the beach. So that was really awesome. Just hanging out with these amazing ladies has been a great week so far. More to come. I'm going to go next because let's see, my wins for this week is actually coming to Bali and being here and being on holidays. Absolutely amazing. I did my inner child workshop with the ladies and they had some great breakthroughs and some great information come through. We had a little temple outside of our bedroom that we went to quite a few times to say, just to pay respects to, the native peoples here, and had a few downloads from that and got some great information that I'll share at another time when we actually get a chance to. Let's see what else. It's just been amazing. Absolutely amazing. Love the energy. Oh, yes. And I had someone come up and we were out at dinner one night and she just came up to chat to me about my hair, and she stood there talking to me for half an hour and we exchanged numbers, and we'll probably catch up for a drink while we're here. So it's great. So it's lovely. So I'm having a great time and it's been wonderful. So yeah, that's my wins for the week. So I don't know, hand it over. One of these ladies.
Hello, lovely. I just finished my banana and pineapple dark chocolate, which was beautiful.
And if you move that,
Yeah.
you should die. Put your glass.
Okay, sorry, I thought that was going to be a drink disaster just then. So breakthroughs with regards to the retreat has been fabulous with getting inner child breakthroughs, connecting in the sacredness of Mother Earth, the divine, and hanging out with these lovely ladies and getting a clearer vision on where I'm heading with regards to my business. So the next steps are working on my business plan and so on. So it's been really, really good. We do. Absolutely. And
Can
now
you guys
moving on.
mute the other? When you're talking, can you mute the one?
Yeah, look at the lights behind us. So we've had a fantastic introduction to Bali. We landed, we finally made it. We've done a lot of self-care, self-discovery, and we're swimming in the swimming pool with our crystals and nothing else.
Loving it.
Yeah, and the power was incredible, was it not, guys? Yeah. So we also learned a few things about each other, what our likes, dislikes, and not that anybody cared, but you know, we're surviving. You know, we were under one roof, weren't we? We didn't do too badly, and we met some wonderful people. Oh, sorry, it's all this light. It's just shining all over us. So it's beautiful. But I have to say, guys, it is an unusual place. Very spiritual, very, very caring people. And they've made us feel very, very welcome. And I'm exceptionally grateful for that. So humbled by the way they can continue to smile and work extensive long hours. Yeah. But anyway, enough about me. I'm going to pass you on to Catherine. Thanks, honey. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Abhishek?
Sure.
English breakfast.
All right. Great. Helen, what's your win this week?
This is not working for me because there's too much background noise and then you're chatting in the background and I can't hear half of what you're saying.
Okay.
So next time, don't do it in this environment because it's too hard.
Yeah, I'm with you, Helen.
Yeah, we'll try to get you to be conscious of that because you're picking up, you're having back, because you're chatting in the background and then I'm trying to hear other people and it's not easy for us. But my wins are that I've taken self-care all this week, and I have well, my personal trainer sent some stuff off to see whether I can get that covered by my plan, but I haven't heard back yet. And yeah, it's gone really well.
Done. Good job.
Good stuff.
Okay. Dali.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, another amazing week of clearing and releasing and discovering and uncovering. So I've been in teens training. Catherine, you would know Lenita. So for the last 3 days doing a prac training with other teen coaches. And on the first day I was sharing about well, we had to look at something where, you know, we're grateful and leveraging, you know, anything, when people doubt you. And so I was sharing about how dad really doubts me a lot, and what I'm doing and how I'm not able to leverage it because it feels like it's still blocking me a bit because, you know, because of that. And so I saw that. And then later on in the afternoon, I had a session with my mindset coach, and she's very perceptive. So I I tried to dodge when she suggested doing timeline therapy. And I was like, no, but I've got all these other things. She's like, no, you're not doing those until we clear this, anger and frustration, whatever's going on here. So we did it. And there was like 16 lifetimes that needed clearing, 16 lifetimes of anger. And it was like white hot lava. It was that strong and that present, the anger that was there. And it's actually it's there from abuse in a previous lifetime that I was partially aware of. I had seen that lifetime before, but I hadn't connected with the damage from the abuse, and the anger was towards men. And obviously, so my dad is in this lifetime, for me to learn lessons from him. So it's like, oh my gosh. So yeah, huge, like being able to be present to that and then releasing it, just massive.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How are you feeling? Yeah. How are you?
Yeah, okay. I was really tired, obviously, after that. And then the same night I was, my coach said, do some, free, I call it channeled writing, whatever, free writing, and pages of stuff came out. So I made a whole lot of connections doing that as well for this lifetime and, and things previously. So yeah, so it was really very, very powerful. I just, I'm just grateful to get all of that complete and, and be able to refocus now. Yeah, amazing. Look at you lovelies all getting loved up there.
Yeah. So I know what just download for you for
I'm so sorry.
what just been
Yeah, when you go through timeline therapy, Sally, you're only tapping into that life. You're not cleaning what happened at that life. And because it takes more than an hour, it takes more than a day, it takes more than right? So yeah, I'm glad you started, because you now recognize that you're carrying stuff that you've had for generations, right? But I'd really love it if we could do something together to give you just one breakthrough out of those lives. Now that's a weekend thing, honey. That means, it's just you and Catherine and myself and Tamara, and if Katrina's with us then too, okay? But when you experience that, you will understand the level of healing that you go through and the impact and the power it gives you. And it was it a couple of weeks you were out of it? Yeah, she didn't even take her drugs. Like she's on some really heavy opiates. I've done timelines. I do timelines for business. I do timelines for, and it does work. It does work, but they only tap into it. I only tap into it. And I really want you to heal and benefit. And if it's helping you, then why can't we do it? Why can't we pick a lifetime and an age where you want to work through that?
Yeah, no problem. I'm also working with the Indian Australian guy, the energy healer. So he's here helping me like release, he says billions of things, at a time. So it's insane the amount of work that's happening right now, which is what I said the other day, like seismic shifts, huge shifts happening. Amazing. And, and then more becoming, as we know, you clear up one thing and then more becomes apparent because you couldn't see that before. So, yeah. So it's just, I feel like I'm getting there. It's great. Yes. But thank you. Yes.
Yeah, you look tired, but you also look like you've released a lot because you've got a big orb behind you at the moment.
Thanks. Yeah. I think, and the other thing that I realized is that anger was very much blocking my connection to the divine feminine. So yeah, because I've always been very strongly working from the masculine. So yeah, it's like, it's time for that to kick in now, which is really nice.
Okay, that's good. It's wonderful. Sarah, you anything to say?
Well, I was just going to say when I did my breakthrough with Catherine and Anna, we're a bit squeezy here, you know.
Not
I
so
have-
exclusive.
Not so squeezy. It was really, really good, but it was a whole weekend, and there were lots of hard work, and it was very exhausting. The first day, going through a couple of different lifetimes. It's many lifetimes I've lived, back thousands and thousands and thousands of years I went. But there were some really huge breakthroughs. But spending that time doing it over a weekend, spending that intensity rather than just a quick hour or two, was really, really worthwhile and really important, because you can't do it quickly. It's like trying to go into the hospital and get a wound that needs 6 stitches and tape it up with Band-Aid. It just doesn't work properly.
But I
Mhm.
think
We really get news like Sally's a master's as well. So
I know,
explain
yep.
to Sally, is timeline is great, but we channel at the same time. And she
Yeah.
understand that as a lady that-
Yeah. And
Oh my
that's
God, Tamara, you've got 2 presents right up on your right shoulder, and that light's going straight to that pendant.
it is
Wow.
amazing.
Yeah, I'm glad I got Anna to get it to you because I knew you needed it.
I haven't taken it off. I need to sleep. It's very big, too big to sleep in. But and as Catherine was just saying, it's not just doing the timeline, it's about the channeling and the deeper energetic works that we do at the same time. Because there's a big difference when you include the channeling and the energetic work as well as the timeline work. It really does make a huge big difference to the shifts you can make.
Cool. Thank you.
I'm making my hair. Sorry, I'm just admiring my hair in this camera.
Yeah, okay.
yeah, so am I. It's still white.
Still white.
All right, okay.
Katrina's got a message for Sally, so I'll hand this over to.
Oh, good. You can hear me. So
Yep.
between the 2 devices, it's so good to see you all. I'm glad you had a good birthday, Linda.
Thank
Sending
you.
much love.
Thank you.
I didn't put a download message, although I was thinking, oh, that's really fascinating, Sally, that you're delving into that, because quite often when you reverse back, you find patterns of behavior from previous lives that are carried through. But even you just start to understand those patterns and how your actions have been repeated over and over again every single day. But that's also in just this lifetime too, how our patterns are repeated again and again until we do my layer analogy of the onion, where you have to peel back the layers to get to the actual core and then change that, because once you change that behavior, that's when you can actually shift and focus. And so much of it comes back to love, because that's what I've been focusing on here while we've been in Bali, is really reconnecting back into the heart and to love, basically, because love really is the answer to everything. Self-love, love for others, love for humanity.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
Basically sending love to you all. Sorry
Thank
for
you.
the other that you can see up my dress at the moment. I apologize for that. Yes, you can. It's all good.
There you go.
We're all ladies here. Take care. And I was admiring the beautiful light over Tamara and Anna.
You're absolutely glowing, girl.
Thank you. It has been fabulous in the pool.
Yeah, you
with
just
all
look like you just had a
the-
big energy cleanse and just, I don't know, there's something
Did.
about you changed.
Yeah. And bathing in the water with the crystals, doing some raindrop therapy, but really connecting in with me, with my, goddess. Yeah. And lots of healing work in the pool. We really did. Being in the water was just so beautiful. It really was. And then Helen giving the beautiful reading that she gave us was just amazing. It really can help through. So it's really been a journey of self-discovery these last few days. I'm looking forward to it continuing as well. So it's exciting. So we're all on a journey of self-discovery at the moment. Linda, Sally, Helen, every single one of us here, we're all really starting to dig deep into our hearts and finding those issues and starting to unravel that. As I said, peeling back the layers of the onion to get to the absolute core of the issues.
And breaking the generational pain.
Yep.
And breaking the generational pain, as Tamara said, and that's the key thing, why we keep repeating the same patterns over and over again. Why we keep making those choices, why we keep attracting these behaviors, these people into our lives to repeat the cycle. Because once we can actually break those patterns within ourselves, we change our vibration, and therefore we change the energy we're at and what's attracted back to us. And that's really what I've noticed since we've been here, and also working on raising my vibration. So that's been a really big focus.
Yeah.
Playing with the inner
And
child,
playing
that
with
was
the inner
fabulous.
child,
That was
you know.
such an amazing thing.
Yeah.
Doing that.
Helping the ladies connect in with their inner child to help heal that pain, that trauma from when they were younger. You know, it was really good to see the differences, see the way the ladies actually embrace that. But also too, I gave them a great big teddy bear to cuddle. I gave them a beautiful teddy. And that's been helping as well, because Alyssa every night has been sleeping on the pile of teddies because she loves cuddling in and snuggling in. And quite often we don't nurture ourselves. We don't nurture our little inner child. And we have to. I know, Anna did.
So I did that last night. We did some inner child work with Tamara. So that was amazing. I had a bit of a breakthrough last night as well. Not only in the pool being the goddess, but also on the couch snuggling into my elephant.
Little elephant.
Yeah. And it was just, it was amazing. Like it's that having that awareness after like really digging down on what was holding you back and how I'm showing up.
Yeah.
The like past, how the past can creep in, and then the neglect of the inner child that I wasn't aware of, that I wasn't connecting with. So it's like reconnecting with that and reconnecting with my innocence.
Yeah.
And learning to love that child within. So it was, it was pretty special.
Very cool.
A lot of tears.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
Anna-
Anna had a very valuable lesson.
she did. She did.
Tamara can tell the story. She
So-
was there.
Well, was there for part of it. So we got home, we'd been out, and we got back to the unit, and Anna and Alyssa got there first, and there was a centipede inside the unit, and Anna was going to kill it. Yeah. So, you know, centipedes bite. They're painful. They're venomous, you know. And Anna was going to kill it because, hey, it's venomous. She didn't want it to hurt any of us. And Alyssa goes, no, we can't kill it. We can't kill it. So picked it up on a piece of paper and, you know, moved it outside. And later on, Alyssa had gone to bed and Anna and I were sitting by the pool. Yeah, that's right. She fell asleep on the couch. She fell asleep on the couch in amongst the teddies, doing her, you know, nurturing her little inner child in amongst the teddies, and she fell asleep. And Anna and I went and sat out in the pool like we did every night. Because we had crystals that set around the pool, so we had our crystals in the pool. So the water was always charged. It was always energetic. It was beautiful. And we were sitting in the pool, and we're chatting away after we'd done a couple of things, and then next thing, Anna jumps up screaming, going, "Oh, I'm in so much pain." A centipede bit her on the butt.
Oh no.
Yep. Sacred Mother taught her a lesson that if she's going to kill one of her animals, it doesn't need killing. It's going to come back and bite her on the ass. Quite frankly.
Literally.
So luckily, I had my mobile pharmacy with me because I have my cortisone cream. I had some oral cortisone to give her. I said antibiotics. We use oils. So I drugged her up. Iced her butt. I sat there for 2.5 hours with ice on her butt, trying to calm this bite down. But it all works. She could actually sit on it the next day without screaming in pain.
Right, that big.
It was huge. It was huge. Absolutely painful. But part of the inner child work that I was talking about with Evie last night, with going back and healing, healing that inner child, we bring all of our pieces back together. Because when we experience pain or trauma when we're a child, we get stuck at that age. So we get stuck at that age, and there's different things that need healing so that we can move forward into the next stage. So there's a lot of different things that you need to do when you're doing inner child work to heal those different steps. And some of that pain that you feel might be a broken arm, which stopped you from, going to a party or something. But you will be stuck at that for some reason to heal. So we've got to go back and we've got to heal that little part and that part of that pain before we can move forward and bring them all together. So does that make sense?
Bringing the child with the adults.
Yeah, and that's what we have to do because we get stuck.
Yes. Need to turn the other camera around so we can see Catherine and Anna, and we need to turn that other one around here.
Turn the video back over to the others now. Oh, excuse.
We're teaching
We're
this today.
teaching today.
Yeah,
Right.
okay.
Okay.
So
And
turn
look,
it around.
beautiful. Well, there was a little exercise that we actually did at breakfast yesterday that it would be beautiful. I think we all do it. Now it's something so simple, and given it's Linda's birthday, I think she would appreciate this as well. It's just such a simple thing to do, to call all parts of ourselves back to our heart. So if everyone just closes their eyes for a few moments, take a deep breath and center. Center in your chest where your heart is. And then repeat after myself. I call back all pieces of my heart.
I call back all pieces of my heart.
In all directions of time and space.
In all directions of time and space.
May it come back to me cleansed and whole.
They come back to me cleansed and whole,
Surrounded with love.
surrounded with love.
All the pieces come back together now.
Come back together now.
And they surround me with divine love and light.
Surround me with divine
With
love.
divine light and love.
I give thanks.
I give thanks.
So be it.
So do you.
So be it.
So it is.
Thank you.
I'm just going to add in a little bit with that. So if we can still stay in that space. As we bring those pieces of ourselves back to our heart, we embrace them with unconditional love for ourselves, for all those pieces, and for all those around us. And we surround them with forgiveness and nurturance and acceptance, filling and completing and nourishing all pieces of our heart, all pieces of our soul, and all those pieces that have come back into our heart space to become one. With love, we give thanks. So it is. So it will be. Thank you.
Thank you.
To add that little. But you'll notice, we've through the work we're doing at Bali, we've worked it out and we've noticed how we work together. And sometimes one of us will just get a little bit of a message that we just need to add in a little bit just to complete that circle, complete what it is that needs to be done.
The
at that point.
synergy, the transformation.
Yeah. So not that we were interrupting or anything. We've learned how to work together. Beautifully. So, what else are you going to say?
We need to talk about transformation.
We do.
Yes. So I'm feeling about transformation, but this one's more Tamara's area of expertise, because what you were talking to me last night about bringing in all the light energy
Oh, yes.
and then how it balances through, and Sally was touching on past lives, so the reincarnation side of it,
Yep.
and then moving into the transformational light and how you pull all that knowledge together to move forward into this lifetime.
Yeah. So I did a card reading for Katrina last night, and part of some of the work we've been doing, as we said, is healing and removing parts. But when we do that, like when we take out a part, when we remove some of the negative energies, or when we are working on some of the pain and we're removing that, we've got to remember to fill up those spaces in our heart. We've got to remember to bring them back together and fill them up with love and light, because if we don't, that space is empty and it allows other things easier access. So it allows darker energies to come back in. So unless we fill it up with love and light, and that's part of that transformation. So when we're transforming those negative energies that we've held on to, those negative patterns, that anger, we have to transform it with love, and we have to fill those spaces with love and forgiveness for ourselves and for the pain that we've experienced from others. And I was talking to Katrina, as we said, we've all had many lifetimes, and understanding that as we transform and as we raise our vibration, we remember the knowledge that we had in those lifetimes, and bringing it all together and transforming it into knowledge that's needed for this lifetime is also very important. So the higher we raise our vibration, the more we heal ourselves and we bring those pieces together, the faster we move. So the faster we heal, the faster we move, and we will heal and move forward at an increased space. As you said, seismic shifts, Sally, that there's lots of that going on because we're healing, and we're healing together, and we're using that combined energy to help us all heal. And when we combine it together and come from the heart space, it moves forward at a very rapid rate, especially when we're all we sit here and we come from a space of truth and honesty and vulnerability, because vulnerability is also very important. If we're not vulnerable with ourselves and with those around us who love us and care for us, we can't connect in properly. But what we forget is when we bring those walls up for protection, it also keeps out the good that we want. It also keeps out that love. It also keeps out that trust. So we have to break down those walls that we put there to protect ourselves, to receive what it is that we want to receive. To receive that love, to receive that acceptance, to receive that healing that we need. So it's all about that transformation. How do we transform those brick walls of protection, but still have them there to protect us from people who want to hurt us? And it's about learning the difference as well and transforming all of that.
Are we not alone?
And that's it, understanding we're not alone and learning to accept that we're not alone, but there are people here to help us and support us is also important. But if we don't break down those walls, we don't let those people in to join us. We can't do that work together. If we weren't vulnerable together, we wouldn't be able to work together.
That's right.
We wouldn't be able to heal. We wouldn't be able to work off each other.
And that brings in the element of trust as well, and respect, that you respect that the other person's going to catch you if you fall, and you will catch them if they fall.
And also know that it's not that I'm trying to say that I'm any better than you, or you're saying you're any better than me. It's just that we all have different information that we can add, that if we work together, it makes it a stronger resolution, it makes it a stronger healing energy.
Harmony and synergy working together. And you will notice that everyone has their own strengths. And in pulling together, then every single strength that's required, every single aspect is covered.
Yeah, because the knowledge you have of nutrition, I don't have, and I will never have, because that's not the knowledge I've gained over the years. The knowledge I've gained over the years is about working energetically, working with how to connect in with ascended spirits, higher powers, guides and angels, and how we can use those energies ourselves and the energies we have within us. And that's part of my work and my journey and my knowledge. And I've had different experiences to give me that knowledge. So we all have different strengths that if we work together, you can't have a 6 meter chain with the same links, because it's not going to work. There's a different link in the chain, and each link forms a different strength to that chain. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Yep. Yep.
So Anna's saying that synergy of the chain and the strongest ones will help keep that chain together. I realised she's on mute, so you didn't hear that, so I'm translating.
That's all right, darling.
She was passing on some infinite wisdom with it all. And to me, I look at all of our journeys this last week have been the synchronicity of it all, where we've all been exploring within and looking and reflecting and moving beyond our limitations, and also recognizing our patterns of behaviors, I should have said first, so that we can move on beyond those patterns and limitations forward into clean slate, starting the new beginnings. And we've seen so many butterflies over here, which to me is a transformation, new rebirth.
And the same with the dragonflies outside.
Dragonflies, yes.
And great dragonflies. I've never seen them before.
Yeah.
And I had an experience this morning. I made a cup of tea and then I put it down out in the back balcony to pop in and see Alyssa and have a chat with her. I look out and a monkey has come down across the chair, sat down near the tea, popped its little paw in and put it up in its mouth to take a drink. And I stopped and I looked at the monkey and it looked at me and then put its paw back in. And I said, that's not good for you. And it sort of stopped and looked a bit like, and then I think recognized what I was saying, but and then just walked off.
And so my take on that was,
Hold on.
We'll pass it over to Anna.
Passing to Anna because you're on mute.
sorry. Hey guys. So what happened with Katrina when she came in is I said, she said, oh, this is what happened. And, it was really unusual. I said, no, it's your reconnection to the animals, because she has her beautiful animals, but all animals, not just her chickens and her dogs, her goats, her sheep, all animals, all life, like you, Helen, like you, babe. Right? It's an amazing experience, guys. And we've got another 5 days of this, and so much to teach, so much to learn, so much to do. So how about we put you back to the illustrious leader, Catherine?
Oh, it's Alisa is the leader. Okay, we do it together. We're very comfortable, but I want to hear from you ladies back in Australia. What are your takeaway from what the ladies have been doing here, what they're learning? What could you learn from them while you're sitting at home comfortably, Sally?
To be honest, not much that I haven't heard before, but heard newly. Yeah. So yeah, just those reminders. And yeah, like, so, like hammer on the head to me, like for being disengaged for far too long, from my spiritual work. So yeah. Thank you.
Well, it is important to know that we have heard them before, and it's good that to be smacked at the head, Sally. But what more powerful is what action are you going to take then when you got such a big reminder? This is not new to you, not new to most of us, but what action step are you going to take?
It's like creating a new habit around daily, meditation and practice time. Like really, like I've talked about it before, but I never quite did it, So, yeah.
So you're also quite new to the group. We have a buddy system. So you have the luxury to choose who you want to be buddy, being accountable to each other.
Okay.
So you name a person, that person can't say no to you.
I don't know. I don't know everybody well yet.
Well, take the time, talk to them, and then when you guys resonate with one another, then you can be the accountability buddy. All right, Linda, what's your learn? Thanks, Sally. What's your takeaway this time? What do you have?
The importance of connecting back with the heart and self-care so you can look after yourself and others. Got to go back and heal the generation patterns and habits. And then all those different separate parts, getting rid of parts, but then making sure that those gaps are put in with love and healing and spiritual and mental and physical as well. Yeah. And not to forget, and also not to forget to forgiveness and all that, and honesty, trust and everything. So and
fantastic. But what is the one thing you would do from today's onward? One thing, one action step that you take.
Continue taking care of myself and not everyone else.
That's right, baby. That's right.
Well done, Linda. We're very proud of you, Linda.
And I'm speaking up for myself.
Yes.
Yay. We do a heart. We do a heart. Well done, honey. Well done. Yes. That's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Helen, your turn.
Well, you shouldn't take yourself so seriously. I've got a bobblehead. Isn't she beautiful? Look, she's got. I couldn't resist her. There was because she's very strong in spirit. But today my support worker, because she's on Saturday, she's having an operation, so I won't see her for a couple of weeks. So we've got rid of all my pictures just up on the wall there, and I've got my morning. I've got early morning 6 to 8, morning 8 to 10, and then I've got morning routine, movement, chores, creative, admin, movement, cooking, and then I've got movement, chores, creative, admin, cooking, and then just a couple of little dot points to remind me to do things when there's no one around. So it's a good chance to try that, because I won't be seeing her as often for a couple of weeks. So it's good practice, especially around Christmas time when things change a little bit. So. And this is my teddy. This is my go-to downstairs. And I've got a weighted whale that I sleep with. I couldn't hear what you said. No, I'm not hearing anyone's voices at the moment.
No, that's all right. What is
now you're back?
Step that you can take from tomorrow's onwards?
I'm just taking on board the stuff that my support workers put up on my little thing up here.
Great job, Helen. One thing at a time.
That's it, babe.
Good. All right. So be confident, be you. We will see you guys on Monday, 8 o'clock Melbourne time. get to sleep in. You're so lucky.
Enjoy.
Anything that we could help you guys from now till Monday?
Bring us some sun.
Send it, send it. Sorry, Helen.
It's been
just
very
not
cold.
Bali.
I want to get a yellow hat like yours, Helen. I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. I like
Like
yellow makes me
sunshine on your
smile.
head.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
cold today.
We'll send you some sunshine.
Bye, baby.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, ladies.
Sally.
Mwah.
Connect with Sally.